Hi, it's Pinkett, and today we will be continuing our Serial Killer by State series. Today I have chosen Colorado. So trigger warning, this story involves violent and graphic content, so please watch with care, and may the victims and the departed rest in peace. Today we're going to talk about Vincent Grove. He was born April 19, 1954, the family of a postman and a teacher, the eldest of 3 sons. He was born in Denver, Colorado. He grew up in Wheat Ridge, a Denver suburb. His family were law-abiding average citizens who took care of their children, and he also graduated college in 1972. He was the only black student from his class. One of his classmates was Dave Logan, who would later become a prominent professional football player and a coach. In 1974, he moved in with his grandmother and found a job as an electrician, and he also was fond of drinking alcohol and visiting the red light districts. In the 1970s, he spent a lot of time surrounded by pimps and prostitutes and subsequently began leading a criminal lifestyle. He had a total of 7 to 20 plus victims. His span of crimes lasted from 1978 to 1988. On August 14, 1981, he killed 17-year-old Tammy Sue Woodrum while he was out camping. On the advice from his wife, after committing the murder, Grove surrendered himself at the police station and gave a full confession. He insisted that the girl had died from an overdose, but the autopsy later established that she had been raped and strangled, and that there were no traces of drugs in her blood. Vincent was then charged with second-degree murder, and in the summer of 1982, he was found guilty and received a 12-year sentence. During his time in prison, he divorced his wife, finished college, and went through several programs for rehabilitation of sex offenders. On February 13, 1987, he was paroled and released from prison. He then returned to Denver to live with his parents with the support of his father. A lawsuit that opened in the early 1989, Groves claimed that he was acting in self-defense after a person stole $1,600 and tried to attack him, which was supported by the fact that she had been convicted of cocaine possession at the time. Once he was able to prove that she was a drug addict and prone to committing such offenses, in February of that year, Groves was acquitted. But he did not go free because by that time, according to results from a DNA profiling test, Groves was linked to the murders of 19-year-old Juanita Lovato, whose naked body was found in April 1988 in a rural area east of Denver, and also 25-year-old Diane Mancera, whose body was found in neighboring Adams County near I-25 west of Denver. Convicted of Lovato's killing in 1990, receiving life imprisonment. A month later, he was charged and convicted with the murder of Diane as well. He received 20 years imprisonment. At the trial, prosecutors provided evidence of his involvement in 8 other murders in the Denver area. However, after his previous convictions, no new charges were brought against him. Also in the early 1990s, Vincent Groves began to have health problems. He was diagnosed with hepatitis C and liver failure. He later died October 31, 1996 in a prison hospital near Denver. Shortly before his death, Groves was asked to confess to the other murders, but he refused. He was age 42 at the time of his death. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and please let me know what state you'd like for me to cover next. Bye!